Wait, there's something very weak coming through.
Anakin eyes were glaring at the Sith. Yo!
Sidious smiled at Skywalker.
Long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Hello, fellow Galactic listeners. I'm Aaron Julian, and this is WSTR Galactic Public Access, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 111. Today, we're going through many changes. We had a few last-minute cancellations by some of the WSTR crew. Todd had something to do. Heather is a bit under the weather, but never fear. JD is here to save the day. Yay!
I'm back, everyone, due to popular demand.
Yes.
It totally wasn't. We ran out of everyone else.
Hey, you got some good feedback on the your last appearance.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, why not have him back?
I don't remember your usernames at all, but there were 2 comments sent to me by Aaron that were like, we love JD. You should have him on more often. And it made my day. Whoever you were,
yes.
There may have been more
Thank
of you. I only know about 2 of you. You made my day.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for that.
So, this may be a horrible, horrible idea, but it is just Aaron and JD on the podcast
that's not
today.
a great idea.
Yeah, so
Desperate times.
Todd and Heather, enjoy your day off. I may not be returning to the podcast after this episode.
Oh, I definitely will not be invited back. I'll go ahead and put the disclaimer right now that all of the horrible ideas in this were mine.
Yeah.
I convinced Aaron to do this.
Yeah, well, I went along with it.
That's true, yeah.
But we did have a fantastic dinner. We met a strange, supposedly drunken Russian man.
We did.
And more on that later.
That actually does have relevance to this episode.
But first, let's pay the bills, shall we? So you can check us out on social media, WSTR Media, all one word, all lowercase. Leave us a voicemail at 630-557-WSTR. That's 630-557-9787. You can catch our entire back catalog of episodes over at podcast.wstrmedia.com. And find us on YouTube. Search for WSTR Media, all one word, all lowercase, where we normally would be live streaming, except circumstances have been weird the past couple of weeks. So, but we'll return soon enough. Don't you worry your black little heart about it. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. You can get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial over at audibletrial.com/WSTR. That's right. There's over 425,000 titles to choose from. You just you go on over there, you get a free trial. You can pick any book that you want, listen to it for free, and keep it forever, even if you cancel your trial. So, more than that, every month you'll get 3 premium listens. That's right. That's 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals of your choice.
Wow.
Ooh. So what is an Audible original? Well, Netflix has their originals. Their content produced just for the platform, well, they've got it for Audible as well. Things like The X-Files, Cold Cases, Michael Lewis, The Coming Storm, Feeding the Dragon by Sharon Washington, all Audible originals. And hey, it's things are warming up a bit on the planet. We're coming out of winter soon. Soon it's going to be spring. You're going to have to shed that winter coat. Well, fortunately for you on Audible, they have fitness programs just for members. Exclusive audio fitness programs created by expert trainers. That is available to you with your free trial and your membership. And they still offer the largest selection of audiobooks on the planet. You can take it with you wherever you go, from gym to car to home, including on the Amazon Echo. So all that and more is yours when you head on over to audibletrial.com/WSTR. You get a free trial, free audiobook, 2 Audible original listens. We get money. And if you want to cancel, you get to keep your book everybody wins. So
everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Especially capitalism. Good times. That's incredible, though. I didn't know there was that much stuff on Audible.
I didn't know either until they sent me an email this week. I'm like, oh, why didn't you include that on your official copy that you sent to us to promote your service? So
that's pretty cool, though. Yeah.
It is pretty good. We are also brought to you by our merch store. Thanks to the good folks over at Teespring. Head on over to store.wstrmedia.com, where you could find stickers, mugs, t-shirts, sweaters, leggings, socks. Cover your entire body except your head and your hands, but we are working on that.
We are working on that.
Yeah, we've been getting emails from them saying, hey, you're eligible for some new products soon. So stay tuned on that. But you can find all that and more over at store.wstrmedia.com. Support your local organic, free-range, homegrown podcast, and look good doing it.
If there's enough comments on this episode asking for JD to come back, there might be a hat with some JD quote on it. Everyone's favorite person.
Who knows? So,
I'm just plugging myself in. I have no authority on the matter.
You don't even have a brand to plug.
No, I don't.
No, he's just here.
I am my own brand.
You are your own brand. Okay, so coming up, let's tease the news of the week. If you want to avoid any kind of Star Wars spoilers. Our teasers are Misawat. Ooh. Hello, what do we have here? Todd. I feel like
the semicolon struck again.
Yeah, I feel like this is foreshadowing. But hello, what do we have here? And it is just science and Mama.
Oh,
all right. Let's.
I'm intrigued.
Well, stay tuned, and maybe we can sate that thirst.
I'm teased.
You are teased.
I'm teased.
Let's head on over to Twitter, Trash Compactor.
Get in there, you big polio! I don't care what you smell! Get in there and don't worry about it!
So, everybody knows you find nothing but trash on Twitter, and this week is no exception. So, but first, one of our polls, we had, what is your favorite Yoda quote?
Oh.
Wise they are. We have 4 choices. Fear is the path to the dark side. Wars not make one great. Luminous beings are we, etc., etc. And do or do not, there is no try.
Wow.
JD, what is your favorite Yoda quote of the 4 given? Because Twitter won't give us more than 4 options.
You know, I've always had an issue with the do not, there is no try.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the one that won. I'm going to go ahead and put my horse in that race. Because it's definitely the one you hear the most. But I always had an issue with that. Like,
why's that?
Because you never know if you're going to succeed or not at something. Like, there is always even the slightest chance you're going to fail. So automatically doing anything in life is you're trying to do it.
Sure.
Right?
However, is that Yoda's advice to everybody or Yoda's advice to Luke?
I don't know. He's a senile old puppet. He escaped from the Muppets mental asylum.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Who knows what he means at that point? He's living in a swamp. Like, come on.
Well, maybe it's what Luke needed to hear at the time.
I do love Yoda. I do. He's one of my favorite characters, like, in all of fiction. I don't know. Probably my favorite Yoda quote is Count Dooku. Simply because, I don't know, he puts on like the most gravelly voice ever. It's so out of place from the rest of his voice lines.
Yeah,
and
it really is.
It sticks in my brain.
It really does.
I like it.
Yeah. It's almost like an anime scene.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he has no reason to say that really. And
there's this fantastic meme video on YouTube, great, where it has that line from Yoda, and then it immediately cuts over to Count Dooku, where he goes, Yoda, and they just stretch out the O for like 2 minutes. It goes like, yo!
That's amazing.
And I love it. So
yeah. Okay. So, the occasion for this poll is last week, episode 110, we did a deep dive on Yoda.
Ooh.
And all his green wrinkly goodness. So split for last place, 20% to 20%. wars not make one great, and luminous beings are we?
Yeah,
Which is a shame. I really think the luminous beings line is quite beautiful.
I feel like a lot
profound.
of people say they like Yoda and his quotes and stuff, but
Yeah.
I feel like most people don't actually remember what he says half the time.
I don't think Yoda remembers what he says half the time.
He's got space Alzheimer's.
Yeah. So second place goes to Fear is the Path to the Dark Side with 27% of the vote, and 33% of the vote, Do or Do Not, There Is No Try. So it's actually, this poll was a bit more split than they usually are, so
Nice.
which I guess could support your point
I was totally right though.
that
I knew it.
that nobody remembers really what he says. So
I just remember how he talks. That's his most iconic.
yeah, it's
Bit.
his mannerisms.
Everyone loves when he went flying around with a lightsaber, though. Am I right?
Let's retcon that, shall we?
Let's retcon that.
Yeah. Okay. So, we got a couple of spicy tweets here,
Ooh, spicy tweets.
or at least we would if Todd had screenshotted them. But so this is more of a roundup. But there were rumors on Twitter that we now know that Ryan is working on his Disney gifted trilogy.
Oh no.
And it's going to be more kid focused. So make of that what you will.
I don't think you can make it into anything good. I think it's just doomed.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if they made like a TV series on the Disney
like
flicks.
Star Wars Rebels worked so well for them.
Yeah.
Almost losing money every season.
Star Wars,
except
the
the last
kids.
one.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was confirmed question mark on Twitter.
mark.
It's hard to say if anything's true on Twitter.
It's hard to say if anything's true on the internet. Yet we've
Yeah.
forgotten this principle. We learned it for like a little bit. And then
Yeah.
we just forgot it.
But yeah, I mean, don't trust what you read on the internet. Like, did you
Abraham
hear that
Lincoln?
growing up? Yeah. So
Famous quote by Abraham Lincoln.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. So yeah, I guess there was a rumor going around for a while that Ryan lost his Disney trilogy, and then he's like, "Oh no."
No.
Oh no. That's what everybody said.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, and then Ryan debunked this again with a cartoon character covering his head with a pillow, whatever that's supposed to mean. So, yeah, that and more from Twitter.
Okay.
That is the Twitter trash compactor.
Delicious.
And with that, let's move on to our main topic.
It's a good one.
And now for our feature presentation.
It's a spicy one. So, JD, what have we got today?
So, as pretty much anybody who knows anything about Star Wars knows, Star Wars got a pretty big fan base. It's a decent size.
it's decent.
It's like 10 people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you know.
It's a pretty big size. And the larger a fan base for something grows, the more extra bits start to pop up.
The more love it gets.
The more love and attention it gets.
Yeah.
What we mean by that is, of course, fan-made content. Hooray!
Fan fiction!
Well, not just fan fiction. Not just fan fiction. Hold on.
Okay.
We need to indicate there are some incredible fan-made products out there.
Right.
Like there is the really, really old YouTube video. It's called Darth Maul, I think. It's actually incredibly high quality. It's really well done. It's just a little action scene where he fights some Jedi, but it's really well done. The makeup, the
fan-made.
costumes, the combat, it's professional, like
Yeah.
legitimately. Then this year, there was a full-fledged 20-minute Vader film that was released by Star Wars Theory. I'm going to plug that guy because he's super fun.
Yeah, we talked about that a few episodes back.
Yeah. And he actually like got a theater to sponsor him, and it got really popular, a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And there have been books that originally just started out as little like fan fiction pieces, got turned into whole books. Like Lucasfilm was like, "Hey, come write for us."
Yeah.
And so the fans have had an impact on the universe for a long, long time. And we here at WSTR, we appreciate them. We appreciate their efforts. We appreciate what they bring, and we appreciate their love and their passion, their dedication for this universe, just like we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, there are times, there are light side things and dark side things.
For every light side, there's a dark side.
For every
creeping behind the corner,
creeping in, like the Sith,
Yes.
creeping in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is going according to plan. So today, I came up with the wonderful idea that I totally have not borrowed from the rest of the internet.
Yeah.
Of, Aaron, it's just you. You're the one main guy here. I'm like the scrub goat you pull out of the back when you're all out of sheep. You're like, I guess we'll use this one.
We told you we'd have you back on.
You may be regretting that
not
by
like-
the end of this episode.
Just saying, it's not like we ran out of options.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do something incredibly nonsensical. So we are presenting to you a Star Wars fan fiction.
Yes.
Written by a devoted fan.
We're taking a little detour.
We're taking a big detour.
Big detour.
This is not a little detour.
But we found this this Star Wars story.
Yeah. A Star Wars
A
story.
Star Wars story. And it had been updated when we looked at it, talking about this over at the Tempo Cafe. It had been updated like an hour prior. So this is like fresh, hot.
This is fresh.
material.
This person is updating this thing as we speak.
Yes.
Love
They're
and
probably working on it
dedication.
right now.
It was originally published on the 30th of January.
Yeah. So to protect the guilty,
To protect us mostly.
yeah, we're not going to name the author of this
Or the title.
or the title
Or the website. You could
Or the
probably
website.
guess the website, but
Yeah, you
good
can-
luck finding it if you know the website.
Yeah, but we're totally not sending you there because hey, maybe they're a fan of the show.
If they're a fan of the show, I think you just lost you're about to lose a fan.
Well, yeah, for better or for worse. Here we go with Star Wars fanfic, dramatically interpreted,
Dramatically brought to you.
inspired by our drunken Russian friend at the Tempo Cafe.
Yeah, that's where the drunken Russian is going to come back.
Yes.
All right, so I'll lead us into this, shall I?
Take it away.
Chapter 1, The Power of the Light. Hi, everyone. Instant author disclaimer, so you know it's going to be good. Star Wars don't belong to me. Anakin got convinced by Padme to become Anakin Skywalker again, but he not a Jedi nor Sith. Also, let just say he didn't saw Obi-Wan, my own dialogue, and also it took a little bit longer. So, while this happened, Sidious and Yoda were fighting.
Oh
And
no.
yes, the grammar is exactly what I said, and the
Yes.
spelling is exactly what I said.
We want to have a faithful
It's an
interpretation of this.
authentic,
Authentic.
authorial intent, Aaron.
Yes. Sola Scriptura.
Anakin Skywalker and Padme Skywalker was on fiery planet of Mustafar. Padme had been told that her great husband, savior of many people, were now Darth Vader, a monster. But despite this, she won't give up. She'd been standing in front of Anakin for 10 minutes.
10.
10 minutes, Aaron. Anakin, please come back. Padme's voice was pleading to her husband.
That's your Padme voice?
Shh. I'm reading. This is important stuff.
Okay, story time.
She know the truth behind everything, but still haven't gave up on him. Anakin felt conflict once again as he did when he was staring the sun after he killed the separatist.
They have to protect you.
Yeah, okay. I guess this is a time. Part of the disclaimer at the end we'll read later. This is an AU. So
Yes.
for any connoisseurs of the fan fiction universe, you will know that this means alternate universe.
Yes.
So we're in some great territory right now.
We're taking some artistic liberties, but we're well within our right to do so,
Yeah,
this
it's
being an alternate universe and all.
AU. You say AU, there's
Yep.
nothing anyone can say is criticism.
And as far as we're concerned, in this universe, Anakin is a drunken Russian.
Exactly.
So here we
Please
go.
continue, Aaron.
Padme's eyes went wide, and she thought the hope of saving him was lost, and tears warm up. But then an idea struck her, though it was risky and it might cause a breakdown.
Qui-Gon and his mother, she whispered to herself, then out loud. Qui-Gon would never want you to become this. Your mother, too. He loved you. Mother had a sex change. She loved you. Obi-Wan loved you. I love you.
But you might have died in childbirth. Surprisingly, there were tears forming into his eyes.
Anakin, maybe that was a warning of what happened if you continue to go down this path.
Anakin looked at her with a sad frown. I'm sorry, Padme.
It's okay, Anakin. Padme rubbed the back of his hair. I bumped the mic, I'm sorry.
I would do that Foley sound effect, but alas, I'm a bit follically challenged. Please continue.
No one knows that. Or maybe they do because you've live streamed. I don't know.
Yeah, they know.
I
Everyone
love
knows.
you with all my heart. Come back with me and we can find Obi-Wan. And we...
No, that's you.
Oh, okay, sure, I'll
Take it away.
Before she can continue, she noticed he wasn't looking at her. He looking at top of the sky to see the ship of Darth Sidious. Anakin looked at her with blue eyes.
Does she have blue eyes?
Somebody's got blue eyes.
I don't think Padme has blue eyes.
Aaron, now's not the time.
Okay.
This is alternate universe.
She does have blue eyes.
You can't criticize alternate universe, Aaron.
Okay. I will not break the fiction.
Look at her with blue eyes.
Go back into the ship and hide, Anakin ordered. Padme bit her lip and ran into the ship to hide. Anakin stood in front of the ship. Sidious exited his ship with a snarl. Anakin's eyes were glaring at the Sith. Yo!
Sidious smiled at Skywalker. Anakin would make sure to cut that smile off his face.
Tell me the truth. Why did you make me do all this?
I planted those visions in your head knowing you would fall right into my hands. You're a fool to join me, and I use that against you. This is your fault, Skywalker, for you have killed the Jedi.
Something you ordered. Half of my friends, brothers, and sisters in the galaxy are dead. I should have killed you that night. Anakin realized something. Padme and his children is his light, and Sidious is his darkness. You promised me you'll save Padme, and now I see. I am no longer light or dark. I am gray.
What a man, the subtlety of this plot. The nuance.
Kill him.
Sidious ordered to his nearby clone men, and he turned around. Both clones aimed their blasters, as in over there, at Skywalker when Sidious turned around. Again? So I guess he's facing Anakin now?
Yeah, he did a 360.
Yeah, he just 360'd Anakin. Where's the no-scope, Sidious? Come on. Can you learn how to no-scope? Yes.
Not from a Jedi.
Not from a Jedi. He heard blaster shot, but then gasps. Excuse me, I'm Sidious, thank you. He turned around to see Anakin not even having a lightsaber out, holding both clones by the throat and crushing them with his fist.
You're next.
So did Anakin, teleport up the ramp and just grab both the clones?
I don't know.
It didn't say force choke.
Yeah.
Physically grabbing.
See, this is a story that knows the power of ambiguity.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's subtlety. It's bold. People don't want to do that anymore. They just want to be told what happens.
Is this what Rian Johnson is working on right now? Shh. Is this him? Is
might,
he a fan of the show?
It might be.
Yes.
It might be.
It's you.
Sidious pull out his red saber and aim it at Anakin. Anakin pull out his blue saber and begin to pace Darth Sidious.
I am a Sith, you fool. I killed Darth Plagueis and wrote a book at it called The Tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, one of the most powerful Sith Lords. And now, I kill you. Before Anakin can say something, the Sith Emperor jump at him, and he lift his blade up in time, blocking the first attack. Lightsaber sound effect. Anakin defeated many of his time to Count Dooku, but this is the most powerful Sith Lord he ever faced. Anakin can feel the power by each strike of Palpatine's saber. Anakin and Palpatine got into a vicious blade lock. Blade is capitalized, so you know it's serious. But Palpatine got the upper hand, or the high ground, and he strike at Anakin's saber. Capitalized. So there's a new character introduced called Anakin Saber. He pops up for 1 second, instantly gets killed.
Yep.
So hard, causing the former Jedi and Sith to drop it. Palpatine stood over Anakin in darkness, his red lightsaber aiming at him. You fool! Sidious pressed lightning against him with a smile. Just a gentle press.
Yes,
just like a
press.
gentle just press. You
Just
ever
a
made like
push.
a sandwich, like a panini? Just press.
Yeah, it's like when cats do when they're like kneading the ground.
Except there's lightning in it.
Yeah, just a gentle press, but there's lightning.
Sidious is a cat, confirmed.
Yes, indeed.
It's time to die, Skywalker. It's shame you never be able to learn true power.
But before the blow can come, something stops Sidious from doing the finishing Anakin.
There's also a...
Author's note.
So that's the end of the chapter, chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
But you want to read the author's note?
Yeah, here's the author's note. So who do you think it is that stops Sidious from killing Anakin?
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Want to go on to chapter 2?
Do we have time?
We have time.
We absolutely. I
have
am
lots of time.
involved.
Okay. I'll start chapter 2.
Do you want to read through author?
Yeah.
Author gives us some more notes. It's very personal.
Yes.
It's a very personal way of connecting with the audience.
Yes, you
just leave a whole bunch of author notes and retcons and alternate universe things and points that never come up in the story, and you'll be as good of a writer as J.K. Rowling.
Who said authorial intent was dead? All right. So here's a note from the author. Hi, everyone. Disclaimer, Star Wars don't belong to me. And it appears he has some replies to some of the comments and reviews left on his work. Very, very good. There's an interaction between the author and the audience.
It's like people commenting right below this to WSTR.
Space Cadet 777. Yep, Obi-Wan was on the ship. Thanks for reading.
Yeah, so this was a little confusing to us the first time, but the author is responding to questions of the commenter. Doesn't leave the actual comments for us to read later on.
Yes, we have to go find these
we
comments.
have to go find them. But no, that's professionalism.
There's too much time.
At its finest.
There's not enough time. Hannah Maria Catherine. Yeah, grammar not my strong suit, and I need work on tense, but thanks for reading and following the story.
I hadn't noticed. I hadn't noticed. Yeah.
It's woven like a quilt.
Hannah must be like a real grammar Nazi.
Yeah.
They're just really on there. Can we say Nazi on this? Is that appropriate?
It is now.
Okay.
I will make it legal.
I will make it legal.
Ichigo Urahara Shihihon.
Ooh, so this has got an international reading base.
Yeah, it's a multicultural affair.
Yeah, that's better than STR's listening.
That's the student dining hall at Moody. Oh. Thanks for reading, and as for who saved Anakin, you found out in this chapter. Oh,
we already found out.
I didn't even read it.
It's already there.
It's that good.
Everyone, please post the obvious answer in the comments because we already found out who saved Anakin. So just go ahead and leave it in there.
Yeah.
Just
you found out.
Yeah, just leave it in there.
What a mind bender. Okay, and onward with the chapter.
What's the title, Aaron?
Chapter 2, Failed Duel.
You failed.
Anakin heard something familiar, and he see a white figure with a blue lightsaber locking blade with Sidious blade.
Obi-Wan!
Obi-Wan kicked Sidious away and walked to Anakin. Anakin, let's defeat this thing.
A lot of British people in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
All around.
Mister, I'm so sorry for what I've done. It's okay. We could change that together.
You sound exactly like Ian McGregor. Like,
Hey, you're not paying me.
it's uncanny.
I'd like to see you try.
Nope.
Okay. Obi-Wan offer a hand and Anakin grab it, standing up and igniting their sabers. Sidious smirk at both of the Jedi and leap to them, the two of them taking Sidious together. Anakin finding himself focusing on both the light and dark. Capitalized light and dark.
Yeah.
They're missing the trademark symbols, but I'm pretty sure they're doing their due diligence.
No, like the three sides of the Force, light and dark.
Light and dark. Yes, and is
three
capitalized
sides,
too.
Yeah, the three sides of the Force, obviously.
Oh, man. Advancing again, Anakin clash against Sidious. You know what? I should record this entire story and have it as an Audible original.
I would be down.
Yeah.
We could make our own Audible and sponsor ourselves twice.
Yeah, double dip.
That's the meta.
Is that legal?
I will make it legal.
Palpatine lift Obi-Wan up with the Force, and he smiled as Obi-Wan tried to get out but couldn't. He dropped the saber and had to clutch his throat. Anakin sent his saber forward, Sidious forced to jump up in the air. Obi-Wan been dropped to the ground harshly.
There's not a lot of dialogue for a while. Shall I take over for a
Sure.
bit? Okay.
Your turn.
We'll trade paragraphs.
Yeah.
Anakin pull back the lightsaber and duel with Sidious viciously. And the blades. The blades are fighting too now.
And the blades.
If you played Skyrim, the blades, they show up.
Yep.
You know,
And
obviously.
the women and the children too.
The women blades and the children blades. All type of strikes, parries, and dodges were thrown at each other. I like the word parries, actually.
Yeah.
People might consider it to be a very pretty color to see red and blue clashing. Like, when you're driving late at night and you see the cop car lights come on. We love that combination.
Yep.
But when it come to the duelist, this is the fight of the galaxy. This is a very meaningful duel. If any one of them fall, the galaxy will be changed forever. Darth Sidious send rain after rain of lightning on
Capital
Kenobi. Lightning. Like the Final Fantasy character.
Yeah.
Just throws him at him. On Kenobi, causing the older Jedi to scream. Anakin leapt to the lightning and raised his hands and surprisingly use
Tataminis?
Tataminus?
I'm on it.
Tataminus.
Titanic?
Titanic. Blocking the lightning, Final Fantasy character, completely. Did you find out what it means?
Yeah, I found out what it was.
What does it mean?
We didn't respect this work enough. We had to brush up on the lore. It's a matter of respect. So Tutaminis was an umbrella title used by the Jedi Order to classify Force abilities related to energy absorption.
Oh my gosh.
Designated as one in a family of control abilities, Tutaminis techniques were taught to Jedi initiates within the Jedi Academy throughout the history of the Order. And they have a picture of the Old Republic trailer when that lady blocks the lightsaber with her hand.
I love that. I literally have spent just whole hours going through and watching all of the Old Republic trailers, cinematic trailers they released, just all together as a movie. It's a waste of time. It's a beautiful waste of time. It's beautiful.
Much like this fan fiction.
No, this is
not a waste of time.
There's nothing better we could be doing right now.
Absolutely.
Nothing at all.
So there we go. We both
listeners.
learned something today. Tutaminis.
I think we should be ashamed.
We should.
We got outlawed by this beautiful fan fiction writer.
I know.
Respect.
Hat in hand. Respect.
Foot in mouth.
Please continue.
Blocking the lightning completely. He himself didn't even knew how he doing this. Obi-Wan stood up with his tear apart robes. Like a stripper, he just tears it all up. To see Anakin blocking the attack with his remaining bare and robotic hands.
Ooh.
He's got multiple robotic hands.
Yes.
Palpatine and Anakin been sent back with the boom shooting both of them. Sidious jump up first and move his lightning to Anakin, who stood up and clutched his side. Obi-Wan leaped to Sidious, and before he can react, Sidious send lightning to the Jedi Master, causing him to move the blade up and block the lightning, the very same way Mace Windu did a few days ago. A few days ago?
It's an alternate universe.
Alternate universe. I can't criticize. I can't criticize.
Yeah, it's free of criticism. Anything
Also,
he does is right.
that whole blocking the lightning thing didn't work so well for Mace Windu.
Oh, don't tell Obi-Wan that.
Oh no.
The Sith Lord lightning push on Obi-Wan blade. The Jedi Master struggle to keep the lightsaber up.
Needs a pill for that.
Family-friendly podcast.
The family picture.
You know what that is. Oh, I love you. All right. Sidious push more lightning, giving the Jedi Master a hard time. I bet a pill would do that. Oh, JD, what have you
Context
done?
of the previous joke.
Yep. Obi-Wan tried to step forward and get close to the Sith Lord so he can finish it. Obi-Wan tried to cling on the lightsaber he had for 2 years, but Sidious power overwhelmed both the Jedi and the crystal.
I didn't know Obi-Wan only had that saber for 2 years.
I know.
What? Man.
They punked you.
I thought I was the historian.
I think he lost it, but then he didn't want anybody to know, so he just made a lookalike.
Ooh.
Maybe that's what happened in this alternate universe.
Tricky Obi-Wan.
It complicates the character.
It does? Wow.
From a certain point of view.
From a certain point of view.
Anakin felt anger again rising on him. Obi-Wan and Sidious clash once again. Obi-Wan used the form of Sorosu.
I know that one, actually.
That is a thing. And managed to block a few of his strikes, but more strikes came. And eventually, Obi-Wan tired out and struggled to cling on his lightsaber.
Capitalize.
See, it might sound a bit monotone the way I'm doing this, but that's only because this author has boldly chosen not to include punctuation marks.
No, yeah. It's fine.
It's
No,
fine.
It's great.
Fine. I'm being faithful to the text.
Yeah.
The sacred text.
The sacred texts. Sidious sent a powerful force energy against Obi-Wan and Anakin. It caused Anakin to be sent on the floor, but Obi-Wan didn't budge.
Don't you hate it when you're sent on the floor?
I hate it when I send on the floor. I need my space life alert.
Yes.
Sidious used a powerful force scream at Obi-Wan. As
that was
he
creepy.
did days ago with Mace Windu and his Jedi. That was a powerful force scream. That's why he stabs all the Jedi. They were force screams. There was nothing they could do.
Yeah. Oh, that's how he turned around twice. He's just doing what he did a few days ago.
It was a 360 force scream.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He truly is the most evil of the Sith.
The most evil of the Sith. The prequels were just full of so much richness. You didn't know. Okay. A powerful force scream at Obi-Wan as he did days ago with Mace Windu and his Jedi. Obi-Wan clutched his ears, and Sidious used this as an advantage.
That's spelled C-L-U-C-H, by the way.
Clutch. Clutch.
Is Yiddish.
Yeah. Sidious sent lightning at the distracted Jedi, and it caused Obi-Wan to drop the saber. Sidious spin his blade around Obi-Wan, chopping off both of Obi-Wan's low knees and slash his saber across the Jedi Master's stomach, and he fall to the floor. Wow.
Do you think they were thinking about putting his stomach on the Jedi Council, but could only grant him the rank of Master?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, my gosh. I hate it when my lower knees get cut.
Right?
I'd much prefer my upper knees.
Yeah, at least that you can do something.
Yeah.
But lower knees, it's like, what can you do? It's like being
Might as well go
blinded.
throw yourself in lava and get a robot suit.
That's the spirit.
Speaking of which,
No! Anakin screamed to the top of his lungs and grabbed Obi-Wan and his lightsaber and attacked Sidious with all of his rage and anger.
he just picked up Obi-Wan. He's just flailing. You know that cool scene in episode 2 where Anakin's, attacking Dooku with lightsabers?
Yeah.
Somebody Photoshop it where he's holding Obi-Wan instead. And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
With his lower knees chopped off. Just swinging him around like a rag doll.
Whoever that is, I will literally send you money. If somebody
man.
submits that to WSTR, that Photoshop image, I will send you money.
How much money?
Like $5.
$5. $5 bounty.
$5
for
bounty.
this Photoshop.
I could do it myself, but I'm lazy.
We are 100% serious, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. His yellow eyes shock the Sith Lord. Vader struck at Sidious. He had reached his full potential. Vader felt every single power coursing through his vein, V-A-I-N.
Vein.
As he keeps striking and striking.
He's just full of pride, you know?
He lost Obi-Wan. Striking and striking Obi-Wan's corpse.
Against Sidious. Bits of Obi-Wan flying off as the saber hits him.
He lost Obi-Wan, and now it's time to revenge his master.
Is Obi-Wan dead?
I get.
That's how he dies. He dies to lower knees. And Anakin bashing him against Sidious.
Well, if he's dead, he's not using his body. Might as well improvise, you know?
Might as well.
It's an interesting school of Jedi technique that he's learned.
I love it.
Is that Sorasu?
It's
using a corpse as your weapon?
It's in the unfinished 7th form, actually.
Ah, I see.
He's finishing it right now.
Vader pushed Sidious away and stared back down at his best friend and see he wasn't moving. Vader raised his hand and did something that shocked Sidious and himself. Lightning of waves came out from Anakin's fingertips. What? Lightning of waves.
So, like, you know how lightning bolt, the classic, like, you know, just comes down, crashes, disappears?
Yeah.
It's a single, like, wave on the beach, just appears, crashes into Obi-Wan and disappears.
Well, this is a scientifically informed work because, like, light is both a particle and a wave.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
I read about it on the internet.
Yeah, it must be true.
Yes. Sidious couldn't believe it, but he blocked it with his own lightning. The two got into a lightning battle. Screams were heard. Maybe they had an audience.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Street Fighter.
They're just cheering.
Super Smash.
It's a bunch of Jawas.
Yeah.
Wootini in the background.
Yep. With the corner of his eye, he saw a familiar unit R2-D2 going on the ship. Oh, we weren't that far off.
With a big middle finger, like, I'm out. Vader and Sidious' lightning died down, and before each of them struck at each other again, they both look up to see the silver ship up in the air, and they saw Padme waving with C-3PO and R2-D2 behind her. Just waving.
Bye, Felicia.
Hi. How's it going down there? Oh. Anakin. Ooh. Anakin. The name's changed again.
Ooh.
You see that subtlety?
Yes.
Anakin stared at his master with tear-filled eyes. Tear-fill. Not tearful.
I-L-L.
Tear-filled eyes. And then back up at the sky. A familiar voice came into his head. Run, Anakin. Oh, sorry. I took it from you.
Run, Anakin. Run.
What happened to his voice?
It's Qui-Gon now.
Maybe, I don't know.
Run, Anakin, run.
He heard a voice that he didn't heard for a long time.
Qui-Gon.
Maybe, I don't know.
We don't know who it is.
Anakin realized that he had to protect Padme and know that she gave birth soon, so he had to get revenge a later time.
Oh, no.
He jumped with the Force and land on the hangar ramp. There's a whole hangar on that ship. Normally, you fly a ship into a hangar? No, you fly this hangar into a ship. Sidious growled.
No, you forgot.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it closed. An important detail.
It closed.
It closed. Sidious growled. There was still hope due to both Skywalker and Yoda being alive. Anakin Skywalker had escaped.
Hooray!
Hooray!
It's the end of chapter 2. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens. But, we got an author note.
Author's note. I'll take this one. You should the last one. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't worry, Padme giving birth and the two Jedi meeting up with Yoda is ought to come. 2 Jedi?
2?
Who's the second Jedi? Padme? Is Padme a Jedi?
Yoda?
No, meeting up with Yoda.
And the 2 Jedi meeting up with Yoda.
Who's the second Jedi?
There's a second Yoda.
Did the author just...
Sidious had clone men. Why can't Yoda have some clone men?
Just a room full of Yodas all mean at different points. You can edit that into post. You can do that.
We'll put it in post.
We'll put it in post.
Okay, so that's 2 of 9 chapters.
2 of 9 chapters
of this fan fiction.
This
JD, your closing thoughts.
Man, the storyline, it kept me on the edge of my seat. I didn't know what was going to happen. Each new moment was literally unpredictable, not only from the syntax, but the plot itself. The subtlety was great use of names and lore that impressed me out the heck. I give this fiction 6 Utinis out of 10.
Okay, 6 Utinis out of 10. Well, I'll tell you, JD, never in my life has 35 minutes passed so quickly. And you know what they say, you are most engaged in the world when you just lose track of time.
Is that what they say?
Sure. Put a copyright logo on that. So by any measure, like, this was the most meaningful reading I've had all week.
Wow. And
boy, howdy, I've done some reading.
Yeah.
So, I would have to say I give this 4 Toydarians out of B.
Out of B.
Out of B.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a high rating.
It is. It's the highest rating I could give.
The highest rating you could give. Ladies and gentlemen, the highest rating that Aaron can give.
So thanks for sticking around, having some fun with us.
I guess now is the time to put the disclaimer. If the author is listening to us,
yes.
If any of you have delved into the beautiful muck that is
the briny deep,
that is fan fiction,
yes.
And you came across this story, so you know exactly who we're talking about and what. Just leave the author alone. No flaming, no attacking. We're a nice place. And also, if the author ever reads this, or if it ever gets back to he or she that we did a dramatic telling, we really do appreciate you. You obviously have a passion for Star Wars. You have a love for Star Wars. You know heckin' more lore than we do, or you just quickly Google search things to make it look like you have more lore. But either way,
yeah.
This took some effort, this took some dedication, and from our most sincerest means possible. It might not sound very sincere anymore. We do thank you, and we do appreciate you.
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
A valued member of our Star Wars community.
And hey, if you're the author, get in touch with us.
Yeah.
630-557-9787 or mailbox at wstrmedia.com.
And if any of you listeners out there have an inspiring desire to write something, send it to us. We might read it.
It just might come up on a future episode. Yeah. We'll see if I'm booted off the show after this, along with JD being blacklisted. But I had fun.
I'm definitely blacklisted.
Yeah, I had fun. You had fun. We had
a lot of fun.
Nobody else had fun.
Nobody listening to this had fun.
All right. Let's move on to news of the week.
And now, the Star Wars News of the Week.
On Friday, the 22nd, the Star Wars fans crashed the site again.
Oh.
That's the love of the fandom. So, due to overwhelming demand, Reed Pop Supply Company crashed on the 22nd during the first Road to Celebration launch. So, Reed Pop is the... I don't know what kind of company they are, but they put on events and such. I think they take care of C2E2, if I'm not mistaken. They're also doing Celebration, which is like a week before.
Oh,
so
wow.
Same venue, same everything.
They're not doing Night in Canto Bight, are they?
No, that's the 501st, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, separate events. But so fans just crashed the Celebration website.
Wow.
The issues have now been fixed. In fairness, we are postponing the launch to Monday, February 25th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is from their statement. We understand your frustration and apologize for the inconvenience caused. What touched this off was... So as part of this Star Wars Celebration PR event, they are launching a line of exclusive pins.
Ooh.
They're in this case, pin set 1, the Phantom Menace 20th anniversary pin set, went on sale on their website it will go on sale Monday, February 25th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Wow.
I think they're going to crash the site again. But I guess they wanted to launch it and it didn't quite work.
Yeah.
So JD, got any hot takes on this event?
I think I said this last time I was here. I think pins came up somehow for some reason.
Yeah?
I don't remember.
Or was it 2 times ago?
Somebody go back and check it.
Yeah.
But I basically said how pins are one of those things that everybody says that they want.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody actually uses them.
Yeah. You never see them in the wild.
No. Pins, 2 fates happen to pin. Either they get bought and then they just sit in a cupboard somewhere for all of eternity.
Yes.
Or they get slapped on like an old school vintage like backpacker bag that you're way too proud of, and you will inevitably lose, break, or just throw away.
Yeah. But man, people are dedicated to pins.
Yeah, people will buy the heck out of pins.
You ever been to Disneyland or Disney World?
Yeah.
Like pin trading is a whole like subculture there.
Yeah.
They'll have lanyards. They'll have like pin trading posts.
Yeah.
Like places to meet people to trade pins and nothing else.
It's crazy.
It's serious business.
But nobody actually wants them. You've just been convinced that you want them. You don't actually want them.
Maybe that's what you think, JD.
That's what I know.
All right, moving on. We've got more guests announced for Star Wars Celebration. This came to us on the 20th. More guests have been added to the Celebration lineup. We've got Billy D. Williams.
Oh.
Lando Calrissian.
Ooh.
Kanan, Freddie Prinze Jr., voice of Kanan. Alan Tudyk, the voice and mocap artist for K2SO. We've got Ezra Bridger. Taylor Gray, the actor for Ezra Bridger. Thank you, Todd, for your notes. Michael Culver, he plays Captain Nita. We've got Julian Glover, he plays General Veers.
General Veers.
John Morton, who plays Dak/Boba Fett. I think those are voice roles. And Anthony Forrest, who is the Sand Trooper in A New Hope. Look, sir, droids.
Look, sir.
So yeah, that's the most recent additions to the Star Wars Celebration lineup.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. We already have a lot of people.
There's more
and yet
people.
more. So
more people.
It's going to be a hoot. So if you're yet more reason to come to Star Wars Celebration.
I wonder if people who own Star Wars are trying to almost win back goodwill amongst the fan base.
Perhaps.
I'm thinking too much about it. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. We've got a night at Canto Bight.
Yes.
So in years past, it was known as the 501st Legion Bash. But as of this year, all the major clubs are working together to present a multi-club bash. This year, it's a night at Canto Bight at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago.
Space horses may or may not be there.
Yes, optional. BYOSH. This is an all-inclusive event. Even the parking is free. All special exhibits will be open to us at no additional charge. Yes, it is FREE free.
That's pretty cool.
At the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago, Western Hemisphere's largest science museum. More than 400,000 square feet of exhibit space. And for this night only, the planning team has arranged for an open bar, including beer, wine, spirits, and non-alcoholic drinks.
If you're into that sort of thing.
If you're into that sort of thing, hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Which will include a special themed drink, the R2D Teeny.
Ooh.
There will be bar stations all throughout the venue. They have a stellar menu of snacking foods and appetizers that will be served at stations all throughout the venue. Regular everyday fees to go to the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry. I don't know if they're charging because, I see what you're doing here in the notes, Todd. Okay, so here's what it would normally cost for a night out at the Museum of Science and Industry.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this?
If you're going to go out to a night on the town and you're like, let's go to a museum.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Museums are cheap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, museum entry, $21.95 per adult. The U-505 onboard tour, they have a submarine there, $18. Coal mine, I guess they have a coal mine there, $12 or an exhibit. The Story of Earth IMAX presentation, $12. Parking, $22.
This is expensive.
If y'all have never parked in Chicago, you do not know pain. It is absolutely ludicrous. So,
I don't know. I have had to park in LA, though.
Yeah.
I can say that's worse.
Yeah. LA and Chicago traffic Both of them are pretty terrible. LA may be worse.
It's so worse.
So your total for one night on the town, $83.95 per person. So instead, you'd be spending nearly $100 per person just to go on a regular day. But it's free.
It's
for
free!
a night at Canto Bight. And they're throwing in an open bar, live bands, food, swag, and casino gambling. Not for real money. Your credits are no good here. So
Republic credits are no good.
So just an FYI, this event is being run by the Costume Club, so 501st, Rebel Legion, Mandalorian Mercs, etc. It's a not-for-profit event. Ticket sales are to cover costs of throwing this epic party. So is there...
Ticket sales?
Todd, we're going to have to talk after this. Make it clear.
I don't know. Just look... You all have access to the internet.
Yeah, don't take our word for it.
Google Night at Canto Bight.
Yeah.
The WSTR podcast people told me so.
Yep. So if you want more information, go to www.swbash.com. All the details can be found there. We also have... Also...
Wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more from Forbes.com. Magic Leap brings Star Wars to life with Project Porg. Brace yourself, JD. Be strong.
I'm braced.
Be strong for Mother. Porgs, the cuddly critters who nearly stole the show in Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, are now poised to invade your living room.
Nearly.
Courtesy of much ballyhooed mixed reality company Magic Leap.
Oh.
Someone really wanted to pull out that $20 word, ballyhoo.
Ballyhooed.
Star Wars Project Porg uses the Magic Leap 1 head-mounted display to overlay realistic digital imagery onto your real-world environment, providing a unique, personal, interactive experience. Star Wars Project Porg was developed in conjunction with ILM Lab, part of Disney's Lucasfilm Group. According to the announcement, users must nurture their Porgs, feed them treats, and play with their feathered friends by teaching them how to navigate real-world environments, like the home or studio. The game features the voice of actor Anthony Daniels in his iconic role of C-3PO to guide prospective Porg parents in their efforts. Using Magic Leap's mixed reality technology, the digital Porgs climb over and around furniture and interact with objects in their environment, helping to create a deep sense of connection with the character.
So is this like a hologram you put in your home?
No,
or
it's
is
like
this VR?
It's like a AR VR thing. So you know how in Pokemon Go you can like move your phone around and it's like, oh, there's a Squirtle over by the trash
It's
can.
VR.
Yeah.
Just call it
but
VR.
AR, because it uses your home.
Well, it's VR.
But AR, because it has like a little camera on the front, and then you see your home.
But
it's
they've
VR.
stolen Pokemon Go.
But it's VR. I don't know what to make of this.
Okay, it's not a real Porg simulator.
Yeah.
If I can't kill, defeather, skin, cook, and eat one of these Porgs.
All I'm saying is I want to try a pulled Porg sandwich.
Yeah. I mean, freaking, you go back, you watch Last Jedi, that cooked Porg looks delicious.
It really does.
Like, they put, like, texture on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he leaves...
Like a nice glaze.
I don't know why he leaves the little feet in. That's kind of weird.
It's garnish.
It's garnish. Something to floss your teeth with afterwards.
Yeah. I don't know how much the Magic Leap 1 costs, but I don't know if it's worth it just for...
Is any price worth...
playing with Porgs?
I mean, Porg parent?
Ask Heather. She would probably love to be a Porg parent.
Nah.
Not your style.
I might take an Ewok.
Okay. Well,
little meat eating teddy bear could go kill somebody for me.
Yeah. I just want the price on this Magic Leap. Okay.
No. You can't have it.
That's it for our news of the week. Let's head on over quickly to Cantina Chat.
Cantina Chat.
All right, so this is a part of the show where we just discuss everything geeky going on with our lives. JD, what are you up to?
My life is pretty empty at the moment.
What? You're on our show. How can life be empty?
Moving on from that question.
Yes.
No, I've been working on some audio drama production stuff, actually, which is pretty cool.
Fun
Stuff.
You might be in this very room.
Oh, spoilers. I have been reading a couple books here and there, not as much as I'd like to.
Yeah.
I actually have been reading fan fiction lately.
Oh,
Surprisingly, it's kind of on topic.
do tell.
There's this author and who actually he could probably write a book. Like the quality of his writing is better than a lot of books that get published.
Ooh.
And he updates about once a month, really long chapters.
Yeah.
It's this is gonna show my inner nerd coming out.
Oh no, not here.
It's
in front of all these people.
Oh no! What will the internet think of me?
Yeah.
It is actually a Mass Effect Halo crossover.
Ooh.
And it
very
fits
interesting.
really well. He's actually done a lot about the themes, especially with the Forerunner and the Flood from Halo, and equating those to the Reapers and some of the Reaper background in Mass Effect, and making that the connection between the two.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It reminds me a lot of this book. My dad's super fond of it. I can't remember the name. I'll wrap up really quickly. But the book is basically, the premise is, it's World War II.
Yes.
And this U.S. Frigate is fighting a Japanese frigate. And then this time warp just happens for some reason.
Oops.
And they both get sucked back into like pirate age 1600s. And basically one of them teams up with I forget what country, but basically like the good guys teams up with the good guys, and then the Japanese freighter teams up with the bad guys. And they are like kind of the ace in the hole for both teams, but they could potentially kill each other really easily. So it's got a lot of character drama. It's got a lot of tension because every time they like get close to each other, you're like, oh no, is one of them gonna die? It's a really good book. It's really well written, and he uses that same kind of premise because there's only like a very few Halo people that are in the Mass Effect universe when the Reapers show up, and they can take out the Reapers no problem. But there's just millions of Reapers, so they're like this very fragile ace in the hole to try and save the galaxy.
Interesting.
It's really good. It's incredible.
Well, I can't find the book you're talking about, so that's a shame.
If you invite me back next time, I'll tell you the title.
Ooh. Stay tuned, listeners.
Did I promise something for last time I was here? Promise something I'd do if I came back?
I forgot, so you might as well never have.
Oh, I need to start writing down my promises.
Yep. JD for Prez. Yeah. So, so in my neck of the woods, been carrying on the Star Wars RPG campaign, and it's a hoot. So
you're still part of that. What?
Yeah. Yeah, JD used to be part of the group. We had to move nights, and that conflicted with something in his schedule. So we had to bid him adieu.
Goodbye.
But with heavy hearts and tears on our cheeks.
And now I'm helping Aaron create the D&D stuff.
Shh.
And I'm messing with his group of people so hard.
Yes.
It's great.
Yes. So our heroes have gotten their first job as would-be criminals.
Nice.
And their first job together as a crew. They've been sent to investigate an Imperial freighter, which had not reported in and has gone missing. And thanks to some connections that they had with a crime lord, they were able to get the proper coordinates for it.
Nice.
So they head on over. It's completely cold, silent. Engines are off. They step inside and oops, the gravity generator's not working.
Whoops.
So they go adrift, but life support is still functioning, but they just find a bunch of carbon scoring dead bodies everywhere. And they come across this Imperial protocol droid, which has kind of snapped and gone crazy and has begun posing a bunch of bodies in a conference room in this kind of macabre tea time
Won't
ceremony.
you come and join us?
Yeah, exactly. So our heroes move on. They manage to blast some Minox off the ship, restore power.
Nice.
Lights come back on. They're able to go to the cargo bay, and they discover an Imperial lockbox.
Ooh.
That's made to. It's built to contain like corporate secrets, corporate trade secrets, government
Delicious.
secrets, anything you need highly secure.
Anything.
And they find the encryption key, which has been swallowed by the captain. And so they need to do a bit of surgery to get in there.
Cut him open and live inside.
This is a family podcast. A family podcast.
You're the one who came up with he swallowed it.
Yeah, but I didn't. Anyway, so but just as they discover the lockbox, the Imperial forces have arrived to investigate the ship, and they get into a zero gravity firefight with some stormtroopers.
Nice.
One of them nearly dying as a result because
Wow.
they gave the lockbox to their most fragile player. Well, the plan was
Smart.
he's a Keldor, so he's got a breath mask. He could survive in the vacuum of space for like an hour.
Yeah.
And so they're like, we're going to send you out the nearest airlock. Just take it and go. We'll pick you up later.
Who's just going to throw you into the literal vacuum of space? Don't die.
Yes, so it was a bit of a complicated plan
How do you get shot?
by a stormtrooper because they sent him out first and the stormtroopers spotted them.
What? They were also outside in the vacuum of space.
Who?
The stormtroopers.
No, they were in the freighter.
Oh, so this was before they sent him through the airlock.
Well, he didn't get that far.
Oh.
He got shot and he ran back. So, unfortunately. And so they continue but before they could finish their fight with the stormtroopers, these like escape pods like crash into the side of the ship and attach like suckerfish and like carve through the hull.
Oh, like
and,
those weird squid droid things that showed
Yeah.
up all the time in the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
I never understood. Why do they have to look like a squid?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
Artist was bored that day.
I really like squids, okay?
Yep. Squids in the picture or I walk.
Put more squids in Star Wars. We need more squid representation in our
Star
sci-fi fantasy stories.
Yep. So a bunch of pirates come out of each of those buzz pods, I guess, cutter pods.
Buzz pods.
I don't know what to call them, but they're there. So it's a three-way fight
Ooh.
between the players, the stormtroopers, and the pirates.
Space pirates.
Yep. They managed to get through.
Did they
in a hurry.
come out of their pods shouting, "Are you ready, kids?"
Yar! Tempting, but no.
Oh.
And they get through. They get to the final area of the ship, the cargo loading dock where their ship is parked. And they run into an Imperial Security Bureau agent.
Ooh.
Who's actually played by our previous DM for the group.
Ooh.
He came in for a cameo. He's engaged in the middle of a firefight with what seems to be stormtroopers, pirates, and a mysterious third figure who's this hulking mass of a brute. He's got like this cold gray dead skin on him. His eyes are almost glowing with hatred and rage. And he's got a big vibro axe, and he just points at the players who have this lockbox, and he says, "Bring me what's mine."
He doesn't say, "Bring me what's mine."
Bring me Padme.
Bring me Padme.
Bring me Padme. So, and that's where we left off.
Nice.
So, on the next week, well, you guys will have a little update.
Ooh.
All right.
I probably won't.
Probably won't. Yeah.
I probably won't get the update.
Yeah. No, they're gonna fire me. We've been going pretty long. Let's wrap it up here. Thanks everybody for listening to another episode of WSTR
We really
Galactic
should
Public
say
Access.
thanks for putting up with us.
Yes, thanks for tolerating us. Once again, you can just check us out on social media, WSTR Media, all one word, all lowercase. We want to hear from you, so please comment, tweet, rate us on iTunes, email us at mailbox@wstrmedia.com. Leave us a voicemail at 630-557-WSTR. That's 630-557-9787. You can catch our entire back catalog of episodes over at podcast.wstrmedia.com, audible.com, audibletrial.com/WSTR, store.wstrmedia.com. You know all the ways to get a hold of and support us. Next week, episode 112. It will be something Star Wars related.
Really?
Yes.
I wouldn't have guessed. Also, please, for these comments, this episode, if I can request, leave your personal rating out of your personal rating for the fan fiction to be read.
Yes.
Send some love the author's way. Hopefully they'll read the comments.
Yes, please. And thank you, JD, for being a good sport and coming onto the show last minute.
Thank you for having me. I love being here.
Yeah, we had fun. Yeah. It was fun.
Anytime.
So, you know our way of ending up the show. This is podcasting.
Okay.
Now this is podcasting.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Good
we
ending.
Had fun.
Good ending for this.
We had fun. Catch our new Audible original.
Catch our new Audible original. And if you want me to come back, leave comments.